Namaste! Hello,
Hi,
my name is Sarah,
and I'm Linda.
and we are going to tell you guys a little about our amazing trip to Australia and India. We are currently staying in India, but first, Linda is going to tell you a little about our trip to Australia.
When we first arrived, the climate was totally different from Norway. Warm and clammy instead of cold and dry. Sarah was not so happy about the change, but I totally liked it. It was beautiful there, and we saw many different animals, for example, kangaroos. When we came to Sydney by bus, something surprising happened. It was Australia Day, the 26th of January. We totally did not see that surprise coming, but it was amazing.
So, Australia Day is celebrated because it was when they first got their independence. We saw a cruising concert and watched the tug and a yacht ballet and the Australian parade as well. And at the cruise, we met a tour guide who told us a little about Australia and the founder of the beautiful country, the captain of a Royal Navy, James Cook. He was going to three trips to the Southern Ocean, and first on his second trip, he found the beautiful country Australia.
After the parade, we had lots of food. For instance, roasted lamb, which is considered the national food in Australia. After a couple of days, we went to the Sydney Opera House to get us some tickets to Swan Lake, a very popular ballet. But it was not as easy as we thought. It's a very famous opera, so all the tickets were sold out. We were so sad because we had really seen forward to it.
So we went outside and looked at the architecture instead, and it was really beautiful with an elegant and modern seashell form. And as we sat there, we met an old man, and he had some exotic white paint on his face. So we questioned him, and it turned out that he was supposed to supporting and praising his friend, who actually comes from a tribe, the Indonesian Australians.
We were invited to go on an expedition with him to visit the tribes. It was the best decision we have ever made. The next day, the most exotic people we have ever seen welcomed us. They barely had clothes on, but instead were covered in white paint. We decided to stay with the tribe and was welcomed so. In 3 days, we almost learned how to throw a boomerang.
Woo!
We had now become real Aussies.
Woohoo! And after 2 months in Australia, we were on our way to India, which we are currently right now.
When we first came to India in March, we saw the Indians celebrating some sort of festival. We asked some people and later found out that the festival is called Holi, or the Festival of Colors, as they call it. Holi is basically a spring celebration where they associate with the gods, Shiva and Krishna, as they mark by throwing colors at each other. This was 2 days ago. As for today, we visited Taj Mahal. It is actually a temple built by Shah Jahan in memory of his favorite wife, Arjuman Bandu Begum, with her grave in the center in the building. Nidaros Cathedral in Norway is very similar because it is also a sacred grave place. The temple consists of gorgeous white marble with combined elements from Turkish, Persian, Islamic and Indian architecture. It was beautiful, and we spent a lot of time there. We later met a tour guide who told us more facts about the Taj Mahal.
So tomorrow we are actually going to visit someone from an Indian tribe, the Santals, since we want to know more about the Indian culture. And our tour guide, who is a Santhal, was kindly enough to invite us to his home and stay there for a couple of days. So
we are going to stay here in India for a month, we think.
Yeah.
Before we head back to the cold Norway. And since we are
most likely by Easter,
it is a perfect opportunity to visit the Nidaros Cathedral. So this has been an amazing trip, and we can't wait to go back to Norway.
So we would just wanted to say thank you, and we hope you enjoyed our video about our trip. And as they say in Australia, hooray!